Okay, now I'm here with Christine Lynn, the main organiser of SOSAD. Christine, we spoke briefly earlier, so can you tell me about the charity?
We are a charity. We are based in Dundalk, Drogheda, Navan, Carrickmacross and Cavan. We're in the centre of Cavan town here, and we have an outreach programme in Ballybor and in Coo Hill. So what we do is our primary care is suicide prevention and awareness. So we offer one-to-one counselling. We offer group support. We offer counselling to anyone who needs it at all. We would have started initially with suicide prevention, but we felt that over the years then, what do you do for people who are quite, say, not suicidal but are just not in a good place? So we see anyone who looks for a little bit of support, and we also see those who have been bereaved.
Okay, so how could they contact you?
They can contact us through media of things. We have our Gmail account, sosadcavan@gmail.com. We have our line is 049 432 6339. Our Facebook page is just SOSAD Cavan. So any of those, we have a 24-hour line. So for anyone who's working, who wants to talk to somebody out of hours or inquire about what we do, that our office, that phone line, runs 24 hours a day.
Great, okay. And how long is the charity running?
The charity itself has come into its 11th year this year. It was started up in Drogheda by a gentleman who had lost his own 16-year-old son to suicide, and at the time felt like there was no support for them. So he didn't want anyone else to go down the same avenue. So Cavan is in its 9th year this year, and we're going from strength to strength.
Well, I absolutely take my hat off to you. It's very dear to my heart. I myself have done the Safe Talk, the suicide awareness with the HSC, the girl Hazel, that's right, and Elaine. They were fabulous. I did it myself, and I'm certainly a lot more educated by it. You see different signs and things, and I would recommend everybody in the towns, if they see it, they do the Safe Talk. I'm sure you agree with me. So listen, thanks so much. I admire you so much for what you do. Okay, thanks. Good evening and welcome to the Kilmore Hotel this evening. My name is Patrick Walsh, your host, and we're here with Lenka Lawrence, who's the main organiser of this very worthy event, which it affects everybody, suicide. So sad, the event. So I'm going to ask Lenka and introduce you to some questions. Lenka, what time did you arrive here this evening?
Oh, it was 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock this morning?
Early, yes, and we are working all day, all around. It's been a very busy day, and hoping for the best will happen this evening.
Great. Well, I see the models are all over the place. They're practicing behind us. They're all over. I've seen you direct and bringing girls to boutiques. You've been go. But tell me, did it take a long time to organise this event?
Oh, we started to organise this event around January.
Right, okay.
And it took all the time to put the bits and pieces together and collect the raffle prizes and get the valuable sponsorship in, which is necessarily for organisers such as
to put a whole event on. Yeah, absolutely. And I see around there's some of the lovely various tables that you've organised as well. And just looking at, can I just ask you now a little bit about yourself, because I've been to many of these shows, but you're one of the tallest models that I've interviewed. Not that I'm complaining, by the way, but tell me, what height are you?
I'm 5'10".
So tell me a little bit about your modelling career. Would you recommend it?
Oh, it's a tough industry, and it's not for everyone. I have to say so. It's not for everyone.
Right. Okay.
And I've been modelling last 10 years, and.
So is it just Ireland? Have you modelled outside of Ireland?
No, outside. I started in Czech Republic.
Okay.
And I also work a bit around outside Ireland. So. Right,
okay. Well, look, you look absolutely fabulous, so glamorous this evening. Would you like to thank anyone, the sponsors, the hotel?
We were so blessed. We got beautiful facilities here in the Hotel Kilmore, and everything is set up just to go. So Yeah.
Well, I can just say that being here, I arrived here about 5 this evening, and the hotel have done a wonderful job. You yourself, the catwalk, the way you've been working, you're so professional with the models, and I'm sure if anybody needed you to organise events, you'd be available if they wanted to look you up, perhaps.
Oh, I'd be more than happy to help out again. It's all for a good cause, and people get together, and that's all what it is about, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, thanks very much, Lenka. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Okay.
Bye. Now we've got Phil Partridge, who's the main organiser of the event. Phil, tell me a little bit about your company.
Well, we're a graphic design studio, predominantly, but we decided to open our scope out to a wider audience, and we now basically do event management, which has brought us here this evening.
Okay. Do you operate in Ireland, UK, or...?
Well, I've lived personally over here for 14 years. We set things up in the UK quite a long time ago now, and we really put the concept together over here about 5 or 6 years ago. And obviously living in Cavan, it's a very local community and everybody's very friendly, and it's all moving along very well.
Yeah, well, I've been here earlier. I mentioned to the camera about 5 o'clock, and I saw you. Phil came over, you introduced Patrick. Phil, do you need a hand here? Throw a few brochures here, throw that. And that's all good. We're all helping out, and that's what it's all about. Such a worthy cause. So do you want to thank any of the sponsors?
Well, everybody really. I mean, there's too many to mention. Yeah. And a big shout out especially to Lenka, who's been my right-hand lady, as it were, for the whole event. And we're looking forward to really a popular and successful evening tonight. Obviously, it's for a fantastically good cause, and we're hoping to raise quite a bit of money for the charity.
Absolutely, it's dear to everybody's hearts. We're all affected by it some way, directly or indirectly, with family members or friends. So look, Phil, thank you so much.
Pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Bye. I found this gorgeous, glamorous stand. I'm a big fan of hats myself, and I love style. Now, we found this gorgeous lady beside me. Can you introduce yourself to the camera, please?
Yes, no problem. I'm Sinead McKenna, and I'm from Sinead McKinney Millinery. We're based in Virginia in Cavan. We're going now about 18 months, and we make custom-made fascinators and hats for different occasions, Mother of the Bride, races, every occasion basically.
Right, well, it's absolutely fabulous just looking around. I'm sure the cameraman has panned and seen the hats. I'm looking, I see one here, the lovely pink one. I've seen the Queen in similar hats like that. So, Sinead, say is it mostly for weddings, race meeting? Which would be your biggest, busiest time?
Weddings, as in Mother of the Bride. The big one now recently is the races. Everyone wants to get the big prizes at the races, but definitely Mother of the Brides is a big one as well.
Yeah, so. And the best dressed, I notice as well, as you do that, this seems to be huge at race meetings now, the best dressed bride, or even doing best dressed couples, best dressed man. So I suppose probably Galway races being our biggest festival and fabulous festival, I'm sure you'd be very busy for that around the end of July.
Yep, we get orders in about maybe a month, 6 weeks beforehand to start. That would be the last minute orders coming in.
Right.
You have more organised people, but big.
Well, I'm starting to lose my hair a bit, so I find you wear a hat, you're able to disguise it a little bit. As I was saying earlier, there's 3 types of hairstyles for me, and that's parted, unparted, and nearly departed at this stage. But Sinead, it's absolutely fabulous. I see the beautiful, glamorous Marilyn Monroe there as well. So look, the very best of luck with your stand. Thanks for talking to us. Bye.
You can't stop me, 'cause I'm paid. It's got
Okay, now I'm after finding Connacht Oils. So ladies, tell us a little bit about your business.
So we are Connacht Essential Oils, and we're based in Leitrim, and we are advocates for doTERRA. doTERRA are the world's purest essential oils. They're medical grade, so you could use them instead of medicines. So for example, I would use peppermint instead of paracetamol, or I would use On Guard to boost immunity, or there's an essential oil for everything basically.
Great, okay. And how many is involved in the business?
So we have a team of women that we are Connacht Essential Oils in Carrick and Shannon and the Leitrim surrounding area. So so we work as a team. So there's about 4 to 6 of us. It's about 6 of us.
And how is business?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, it's just all about getting the word out there about the essential oils and just educating people on the purity of them, because they're 100% pure, and people aren't used to realising that they can ingest oils and taste oils and apply them topically for health benefits.
Right, I was just about to say, from a health point of view, it's very good as well.
It's very much about healthy living. You could take them as a preventative, or you could take them in conjunction with medication. So my father takes a certain oil, copaiba, and he uses it to help with his Parkinson's, and he can use that in conjunction with his medication. But you can also take frankincense for great brain health, or rub it on your face to reduce wrinkles, or there's lots of many different applications for them.
Right, okay. Well, I use cod liver oil and omega fish oil, and it did help to get cholesterol down for me, and I had bones. I used to be a footballer, broken bones and stuff like that with my wrists, and it definitely has. If I stop taking them, my hands will lock and everything. So I completely agree with what you're doing, and the very best of luck. So look, hopefully the show will be a good one tonight. Thanks for talking to me.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I found Paul Henry, the manager of the Kilmore Hotel. Paul, I have to say you've done an amazing job here. Beautiful room, and you're a busy day. What have you got on today?
We have a wedding on in the bottom function room and a few confirmation parties as well. Plus a bus tour down there as well.
Bus tour, and now you have a fashion show as well.
For a great cause for SOSAD.
Okay, yeah, absolutely it is. It's so important to everybody. It's deep in their hearts. And hopefully we can cheer the evening up a bit. Some lovely glamorous models. I know I'm looking forward to seeing pretty girls. Why wouldn't I? But look, thanks so much again. You've put a great show on. The staff have been wonderful, coming around, helping people. Do they want this? Do they want that? So you put a great show on. Thanks so much.
Best luck to Cavan TV, and thank you.
Okay, and thanks so much, Paul. Cheers.
Thank you.
I'm very lucky that I'm after grabbing the two hairdressers. I was backstage earlier and it's been manic backstage, the girls, people coming and going, jumping into their seats. So I'm going to introduce the girls now. So who have we got first?
Natasha Fagan.
And?
Nina McKeown.
And where's your salon from?
My barber shop is in Coothill, Nina's Barbers.
In Coothill.
In Coothill.
Okay. Now I know that luckily you've given me a bit of your time, but it has been manic. Did you enjoy the day so far?
It was fab, yeah. Lovely day, lovely setup, the whole lot.
Yeah, and lovely models as well.
Gorgeous models, huh?
Yeah. Thanks to your hard work. How are you finding the day?
I'm very I'm very happy we involved and invited in here. Thank you very much, Phil and Lenka. So we're very happy. I hope it goes well.
Yeah, good. Are you going to stay and watch a bit of the show?
I'm doing raffles.
Oh, you're doing the raffles, great. Are you, Natasha?
I'm giving her a hand, yeah.
So you guys are only starting really in the second half.
Yeah.
So look, thanks so much. I know you've done so much hard work. We really appreciate it. Lovely to meet you both.
You too.
Okay, cheers. Thanks
you.
very much. Now, I've been fortunate enough to find two lovely ladies here who've decided to tell us a little bit why they're here and introduce themselves. So who have we got first?
My name is Hannah here, and I came here to support this very worthy cause that has been run here in the Kilmore, and beautiful venue, and as I say, a very worthy cause in this present day age.
Well, look, we're delighted that you came along. As you said, absolutely empathise with you that it's such an important cause for people. We all know about suicide. We've heard about it, whether it's ourselves or people in the distance. It is so important, mental health. Now, I see this lovely, glamorous lady. Could you say who you are to the camera?
I'm Mary from Bailieborough, and I'm here to support SOSAD, and also I'm delighted to be able to see the fashion that is around, and I do like fashion.
Brilliant, great. Well, I love fashion too, and you look lovely in your lovely red dress. And as Oscar Wilde, the king of fashion, once said, fashion is what one wears oneself. What is unfashionable is what other people wear. So ladies, thanks so much for coming along.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we've got some audience members. We've spoken to everyone. And ladies, why are you here?
We just heard it was going to be a good night, and it's for a good cause as well. So they do a lot around the local area. So it's good. It's good for all about mental health. So
absolutely, it's such a big issue nowadays. So how did you actually hear about it? Was it through Facebook or?
Oh, actually,
I've seen it. I've seen it through Facebook and drive through a lot. Past Kilmore a lot, so you'd see it advertised, and it's a very good charity.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
Yeah.
And so are you both local from Cavan?
I am, yeah, we're from Ballinya.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, I can see around that it's all starting to warm up. I think it's wonderful that you've come along and helped to support this. Do you know anyone who's going to be in the show this evening?
No. We just came for the charity.
Well, fair play to you. I think that's really great. And what's your names?
Sharon.
And Sarah.
And I'm Patrick, or St. Patrick as they call me. But listen, lovely to talk to you, and hopefully you enjoyed the show now. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
After finding a beautiful, glamorous lady here who tells me that her daughter's in the show. So what's your name and what's your daughter's name?
Hi, I am Sasha. My daughter's name is Callan. This is her first show today for a great cause, so it would be lovely to see how this kicks off.
Brilliant. So you must be very excited to see your daughter up on the catwalk.
But nervous, but of course excited, and so is she. But I hope she will knock everyone's socks off.
Good. Well, look, it's great that you've come along to support your daughter and this worthy cause. So, look, we really appreciate it. But just one final question. Your accent's not Irish. Where are you from?
Well, I'm born and bred in South Africa, but living in Ireland for about 20 years. So my daughter is born and bred a Cavan girl.
Oh, so she's a local Cavan girl. Great. Well, look, Sasha, thanks so much for talking to us.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Just wanted for a minute just to get a little bit serious of why we're all here. First of all, to let you all know that you're all supporting a very local charity right here on your doorstep. A charity that does a huge amount of work with no funding. So without nights like this, without people like you sticking your hand into your pocket, we wouldn't be able to keep the door open. So from myself and all the people I work with on a daily basis, thank you very much. Serious side, the last recorded year for Ireland is 2017, and in that year 11,854 people presented to A&E across the country with self-harm presentations. So unfortunately the statistics then for suicide for the same year were 392 people in this country lost their lives to suicide. 335 of them were men. Us women are great yappers. Unfortunately, the men aren't. So while we're here for everyone, we're here more to encourage our men, especially to talk. SOSAD are here 24 hours a day. Nobody wakes up suicidal. Nobody wakes up depressed. We all in our daily life face different stresses for whatever reason, and the only thing that makes us all different, look around the people beside you, you can present every single one of us with the same issue, and every single one of us will react in a different way. So whether you're faced with life events, it could be financial, it could be grief for somebody else you've lost, it could be a breakup, it could be anything at all. It could be exam stress, it could be work stress, anything at all, no particular reason. There's nothing that we can't act on and help you with. We are there for anyone who has been bereaved by suicide. We also run a bereavement group support for people who want to gather in collective groups, who don't want to see anyone on a one-to-one basis. We have also a support group for anyone who has lost a baby through stillbirth, miscarriage or an infancy. We also loan our premises out to the family of addicts who also meet, not for the addict themselves, it's for everybody else. And Gamblers Anonymous also use our premises. So we are quite active in the community, but we want everyone to know that there's nothing that we can't help you with. If it's for somebody else or for yourself, lift up the phone. It doesn't matter whether you think it's small or big, we'll help you through the crisis. We have a great team here this evening. If anyone wants any advice at the end of the evening, whether it's for themselves or somebody else. We have a new range of literature there that has some great tips. And we have an outreach in Ballybor, we have an outreach in Coohill. So our plan long term is to keep going and have outreaches all across the county. I just want to thank Phil and Lenka, because we did nothing for this evening, only land. They have done everything from start to finish, so thank you very much. We will be running a raffle, so I suppose I'm going to ask you to dig deep again. You did get really bargain price tickets now, €10 with goodie bags, so dig deep for the raffle. We have some fantastic prizes, and again, I can't reiterate enough that money stays local. Thanks very much.